Hidey-Ho, my peeps! I am, got some kind of ugly backlighting, sorry about that. But I wanted to sit in my little chair for a while and talk to you. I have Spot here with me. Spot has come home after his stay with my mother. Now that she no longer needs him, he's here at our house. I'm getting back into the swing of things. I really am. I'm, move this. What am I doing? I am going through some weird changes about my life. All of a sudden, opportunities are arising that I hadn't even thought about. Things like, where do I want to spend the next 25 years of my life? Stuff like that. Thinking about just staying here or maybe moving to a different piece of property up here in my area. Or perhaps leaving the area completely, moving to Oregon. I think I've talked to you guys about that. Those decisions are going to be made months and months down the road. But those are things I hadn't really seriously thought of until recently. So I'm going through changes on that. Another kind of weird thing, now that I have very few places that I have to be, like, you know, an occasional dentist appointment or going to see a friend or something, but essentially I'm home pretty much all the time. So I've been able to refocus on my home, which is as disastrous as it was last year when I walked you through and said, look at all the work I have to do. But the difference is now I don't have to prioritize, like, oh gosh, I've got a day and a half, so that means I need to clean this, do that, organize this other thing, and take these things someplace because, you know, then I have to go back and spend a couple days with my mother. That's done. So now I'm doing the form of house cleaning that I love the most, and that is where I get up in the morning, I take a Tramadol, because I've been in pain a lot lately, I drink a cup of my husband's marvelous coffee, and then I just kind of put my head down and just start doing things. Whatever thing is in front of my face, that's the thing I do. If I see something that needs to be dusted, or something that needs to be taken out to the trash, or if I'm tripping over, you know, dog droppings in the dog area because they have been left inside too long and too often, just like to this morning, that's what I've been doing. I just filled up my bucket of Clorox and I got my vacuum thingy that sucks up dirty water, and I've been cleaning the floors out in that area, and that's felt really wonderful. I may drift over to the bathroom, or I might drift into putting clothes away. I mean, I'm just not sure, but I'm just drifting around, kind of doing things to put my life back in order. And that feels wonderful because there's no pressure. I don't feel any pressure to get any one thing done before I move on to the next. And I really like that. I kind of get in this sort of zen, sort of in the zone of the cleaning when I work that way. I have food from the Dollar Tree that I'm going to shoot a video about a little bit later today. I've got a couple more $3 meals I want to share. I will probably put both of them up, one tonight and one in the morning. I have a new Dollar Tree dessert that I want to do for you guys this week. I'm still super obsessed with the Dollar Tree recipes, the cheap Dollar Tree recipes. And that's another thing I want to talk about, is that series that I'm doing. Dollar Tree is most places in the United States. I know there's a number of you guys that don't have one available, but most of you do. At least most of you who watch my videos. So I'm sticking pretty close to Dollar Tree ingredients because that's something most of us have access to. I have access, and those of us in like 5 western states have access to the 99-cent store, which is, talk about a blessing. This place is amazing. They do lots of closeouts. It's a huge place. A lot of food products from many different countries, not just China. I'll get to my China issue in a minute, but they also have a lot of produce, including local produce, a lot of organic food that they've closed out. So it is easy to eat really healthy if that's where you're going, is the 99-cent store. It's a much bigger challenge when you're talking about Dollar Tree, because most of the stuff is it's high on the carbs. Not everyone has a frozen or a refrigerated section in their Dollar Tree. And if you do, it's great because there are frozen vegetables there that you can get and all sorts of things to kind of spice up your meal. And the reason I'm focusing on Dollar Tree is this. So many people are in a position where they don't have a lot of food storage. There are a lot of people, like I've said in my other videos, a lot of people who are renting a room now, or living in their car, or they're living in student housing, or, you know, they're living in their parents' basement or whatever. I mean, so many of us are having to, the way that we used to live is changed. And so the challenge of making at least interesting food on a daily basis is hard. And if you're lucky enough to have a microwave, you know, you can go to Dollar Tree every day and buy something, or every other day and buy something that's frozen and keep it in your igloo with some ice. I mean, there's lots of different ways to function when you're living very, very close to the edge. And these videos that I'm doing, I want to make sure that people who are living close to the edge right now are folded into this idea. I know, you know, if you don't have a refrigerator, you're probably not going to have fresh milk on hand, fresh eggs all the time, cheese, butter, ice, stuff like that. So while many of my recipes are going to include those things, many of them are not. So I guess I'm trying to fold in everyone's possible eating situation into these $3 Dollar Tree meals or dollar store meals. So also the other thing to remember is you can go to the grocery store and find these ingredients as well for these three ingredient meals. Often you can find them cheaper at the grocery store than you can at Dollar Tree if you've got coupons, or they're closing out, 5 cans for $1 tomato sauce or whatever. I mean, there are ways, you can substitute out where you purchase these items. Family Dollar, Dollar General, Walmart, your regular grocery store. So don't rule those resources out when you're looking at these $3 meals. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to clarify some of that. It's been 1 week and 1 day since my mom passed, and I'm doing so much better every day. I'm putting it in my mind and heart where it needs to be. I still feel like a lost 8-year-old, but my grown-up self is, picking the lost 8-year-old up and, giving her something to do so that she won't, sit there and be sad. So I'm doing okay. Also, I want to acknowledge some other folks that have lost people. Susan Sunshine has lost some people in her life recently. It's Trisha's Life has lost some people in her life recently, and so have some of my other friends our other friends who my mind is not remembering right at this instant. But you guys know who of us have been having struggles, and all of the support and prayers and comments and cards and letters and little items that people have sent to me and to these other people as well, that goes so far, so very, very far in keeping our spirits up and helping us to, at least me, get through you know, these horrible periods of loss. So I just want to say thanks again. And while I've had my own life buried in my own stuff recently, I want you to know that it's my intention to be just as supportive to you. I perhaps haven't been, but you know, the sun is beginning to shine on my life again, and I can get back to doing things like writing letters and keeping up with, you know, my correspondence that's so important to me and all of that sort of stuff. So anyhow, yeah, we all go through it, don't we? Life can be very difficult. So that's my day. I'm going to be cleaning and doing some Dollar Tree food videos and just kind of getting on with my life. So on that note, I'm going to say bye-bye, my peeps, and I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Bye.